guys respond, get a big win there. What do you think of the response?
I thought it was great. If you want to take a positive from today, that was it. I told the team between games, I was having a conversation with Dylan Cruz like the day he left, and it was kind of, I don't even know how we got on the topic. He just like, you know what you have right after you lose a game, and just kind of reminded me like that team. We were always right back on it, like 2 runs in the first inning type deal after a loss, and I thought they responded great, and that's what I'll choose to focus on. Plenty to improve on from the first game, obviously, but good job by Chase. Thought he was excellent in the second game. Thought the offense was great in the second game, and I think zero in the air column. The position players in the field haven't made an error yet. I mean, through however many games, so that gives us a chance in every game. We just we let that big inning happen in the first game and couldn't quite overcome it.
What was the biggest difference between the first game and the second game?
Well, the starting pitching was great in both games. Anthony threw the ball well. Great, not well. Chase threw the ball great. In the second game, I think just kind of unfortunately, we try to learn in winning kind of thing. And I thought we did yesterday. We didn't have a very good game, and we were going first and second, nobody out, right where you want to in the first inning, and didn't score. And we had the bases loaded, 1 out, best 2 hitters up, and didn't score. And so, we've seen this happen. We've actually had kind of a game like this the second weekend 3 years in a row here, which is frustrating for the leader. But there's plenty to identify, and I'm confident we can get fixed what we didn't do well in that game.
What are the positive changes that you've seen Anthony make since he's transferred here from the summer?
Well, I think he's been himself, and what I mean by that, he was very good when he got here, and he's continuing to be very good. What I've seen is, he was very pro in the fall and kind of how he approached it and almost pacing himself a little bit. But then, it's kind of kicked it to another gear every week as we got closer to the season and into the season. And I thought he was better I thought he was significantly better this week than he was last week. And it's a good sign for us.
So the first game offensively, just really about missed opportunities. And he had a couple foul balls that were close too. Right?
Yeah, we didn't capitalize in the first or the second. Like I said, I mean, first and second, nobody out. Feel pretty good about what we're going to do there. And then the bases loaded, 1 out, and we were in a good count, if I remember right. It was 2-1. It was 2-1, and feel like you're going to bust it open there and probably win that game, honestly, if it goes that way. I learned a lot today about some things, that we need to do better, personnel things that will help guide and direct me to do as good a job as I can for the team.
Do you find any kind of silver lining in that bottom of the 9th rally that they had to try to make
For sure.
comeback?
Yeah, for sure. I do. It doesn't count because we lost, but it's better than, rolling out of here 5-0. And, man, I think we've been shut out 1 time. Excuse me. I need some water. I think Hagen Smith, who's pretty good, shut us out in 2022. But, it was better than losing 5-0 on 1 hit. And we put ourselves in a good spot, right guys up, and just didn't get that last one.
Do you see Connor Benj as your go-to cleanup pitcher for the rest of the season?
I do think he's in the mix of that. I put him in a tough spot right there, and he almost did it. I mean, if we get out of there at 2-0, we made a mistake right when he came in the game, which he knew he made a mistake, and with a sign caused a problem defensively that really opened the 2 runs up, but he almost got us out of it. And credit to Trout, who's a good hitter. He hit that. It wasn't going to be easy to hit it out to left field. He hit it good, but all the faith in the world in Connor.
You talked about Anthony and Chase a little bit. Just as a whole, the starting staff dominated.
Dominated. Yeah, it's a good starting point, and obviously you feel good about the guys in the pen. I'm excited to have 5 games this week. It's like I want to get guys in. DJ needed work. Newt needed work. Those guys are good. And so, I'm glad we got 5 games this week.
Coach, one of those bullpen guys, Zach Cowan, throws 2 tonight after Chase gets 3 strikeouts. Have you liked what have you seen out of him since he's got to campus?
Yeah, I love him. He's one of our best pitchers, and he'll pitch a lot. And I think we got him out where he'll have some availability for Monday and certainly Wednesday. So we got to get him in the game.
What kind of change in that ninth inning for you guys? Was there any changes in approach?
We matched up a little better. I have confidence in anybody we put up in the lineup. Honestly, it just sometimes I felt like there was a little bit of frustration that carried over from one at bat to the next, and we have to be better than that. We have to make it through tougher stretches a little bit better to be an elite team. But it was almost like, Tanner came in and got a hit. Costello came in and walked. Those were great at bats. It was like they weren't worried about what had happened in the game. They were just totally focused in that moment and really set the table, and Jared punched one through there. Danny punched one through there, and we were set up. And then the guy made a good pitch, to Ashton right there. Got to tip your hat to him. It was different than the how he got to 2 strikes, and then got in on Steven a little bit.
Do you think kind of changing the personnel in the batting order from the first to the second game made a difference?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. And I'm happy with how we played in the second game. That was good. That showed a lot of what this team can be designed to do. We still have a little bit to get better at. I thought we had pretty good mojo coming into the season, to be honest with you. These guys that aren't giving up anything, we were taking pretty quality at bats off of them. And we lost that for a good, whatever you want to call it, 10 or 11 inning stretch in this series.
A lot of guys got opportunities. Tanner, Cade, some others. Anybody stick out?
Both those guys, yeah. I love how they play, and I watch small things in the fall, like who's on a winning team in the inter squads often. I keep my own standings, and Dickinson always seemed to be on the winning team. Reeves always seemed to be on the winning team. So he'll get some more opportunities. I think Cade played well today. He was on base all 3 times. I thought he caught good. I thought he had a good weekend. That was a definite positive because we know he's a good hitter. And he kind of reversed spots with a few guys from last weekend to this weekend in terms of the quality of the at-bats. But that was really good to see. I thought Chris Stanfield played really well in the second game, which I love to see. So it's all there. They know they're going to be in and mix and match and all that type of stuff. But collectively we have to get better. We lost a little bit of our fundamentals offensively in this series, and we'll get it back by Monday night. We'll get it back.
A lot of pop-ups and fly balls, especially early on in that first game. What do you think the product of that was? It was a little mysterious.
Yeah, it was. Well, it's not. It was bad execution of our plan. It got out of getting in position to hit, getting in position to see the ball, and seeing the right part of the ball, attacking the right part of the ball, expanding the zone too much. Some of them were strikes, and Omaha did a good job, man. Major hat tip to how they pitched, and obviously I'm partial because Michael played for me at Nevada, but we got to be better than that, and we will be better than that. We'll be much better on Monday night. There's no doubt in my mind.
How do you think that game on Monday is going to kind of help y'all prepare for Texas later in the week?
We just need to play Monday, honestly. Yeah, I have no thought of we're traveling on Tuesday. It's we're going to practice before the game on Monday and get on track.
Steven's off to a bit of a slow start. That average not really where you want it to be. Where's your confidence that you really see him kind of pull through the slump?
Well, I think he had 3 hits in this game tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And I did say this. I believe it was after the second one. I was like, that looked like him. And he's a good worker. He's a good ball player. I'm not worried about it at all. I think, we're still early in the deal. I have so much faith in him. Maybe to answer your question is I have so much faith in him. When he didn't hit a single to tie the game right there, I was almost surprised. You know what I mean? Because I have so much belief in him. But I think, you never have baseball, but I think he moved towards back on track in that second game tonight.
Anybody else? All right, thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks.